recording. Okay, what are they saying is the lawful justification for removing me?
You are not allowed in here by the order of DJ Jacora. Okay, you're not allowed in.
DJ Jacora?
Yes.
There's no such judge. I've never met DJ. They have no powers.
Okay.
They have no powers to keep me out of the court. Under what powers? The only powers they have is under. Can I speak?
End the story.
Huh?
End the story. You're not allowed
try stopping me. So you're going to do what? What are you going to do? What I'm going to do? I was going to do it in stages. I'm not going to get all heated up. Okay. If you think I'm going to go anywhere.
It's not a good start, is it?
Huh? What's not a good start? Don't give me. Who do you think you are? Do you think that we're in the 1950s B movie? I've already accused you. Do you remember when Judge Ikram issued a warrant? I was out here arguing with the security guards.
No, before my
life. You have, because your name will be on the receipt. Your name will be on the receipt of when you issued a warrant. You served the warrant on me.
Do you want to call Jen to get you down here today? Get you down here stuff to go.
What's your name, please? You have no powers, absolutely at all. Because you're not a security guard. Only under Section 53, court guards have the power, not you. You're liaising with them. What I've complained about when you came and served the warrant, you didn't do any particular mischief. When I was in the trial, I don't have to tell you at all what my business is. I don't have to engage with you.
If there's a warrant for you, we can deal with that. God. If there's a case, we can get.
Do you think if there was a warrant for me, I'll go backwards and forwards arguing with them?
So you have no.
You think you're trying to tell me that the judge has ordered me not to come to the court where I've got a warrant served?
So are you
what kind of madness is that?
Well, it could be the case. Are you saying you're having a business court today?
I've got absolutely no obligation to. You are not going to interrogate me. I'm not under arrest. Am I under arrest?
Not yet.
Not yet. And what are you thinking of arresting me for? Go on, just arrest me. I do it. It's water off a duck's back. Go on, arrest me. We'll go on a nice baking hot day and see what you can get by arresting me. Judge Jacora. They have no powers. They can't ban people.
I'm wasting time with this guy. I've got things to do.
Yeah.
I can leave
I've got you on film. I'll get the police.
You commit an offence, I'll be back.
Huh? Commit an offence. You just committed an offence. You're perverting justice. You're trying to keep me out of a courtroom. You're trying to count me. Yeah. Says who? Says who?
The judge.
Says who? Says who? The judge. Are you the judge? No, you're not. No, that's theft. That's theft.
Theft.
Yes, you're trying to grab my camera. Theft. That's an offence. That is an offence. What's your name, please? Could you put your badge on?
My name's PC Webb.
Yeah.
2301.
2301. Okay. So what's your involvement? What's your part in all this? Well, why you're weighing in now? You've made a comment. Do you think what this man is doing is legal? You think he can arbitrarily ban me? I'm a witness in a case in which I'm accusing various of the police of being every which way from corrupt, sexual assault, theft, you name it. Okay, I can't get representation, so I'm in person. I'll tell you what. Just to explain, because actually Mr. Webb's being more. I'll talk to Mr. Webb. Can I talk to you? My attitude's nothing to do with you.
On the camera.
Nothing to do with you. I'm not living in some Stalinist fascist dictatorship.
I've met my whole life. On the camera. Yeah.
Good. I take that as a compliment. If you liked me, I would be upset because I think you're the most filthy piece of. You. When I was on the toilet, you came in when I was in the middle of going to the toilet in order to hurry me along because the judge had ordered me into court. Yeah, I remember it very well. You were the officer. You're always here, aren't you? So you were the liaison officer. I can assure you. So I'm making false allegations. That's fine. I didn't record it. I'll talk to Mr. Webb. Okay, because what do you think? How do you think it's going to play out? I've done nothing wrong. They've got no powers under Section 53. I'm not gonna.
Backtrack and stuff.
Absolutely. Should we go outside? You want me outside anyway? Yeah, let's go out where it's fresh air. Yeah. What's happened is, right, I'll explain to you. You want me to, okay, go on, you want to speak, I'll listen to you.
I just wanted to ask you a question first. Have you got a case that you're supposed to be here?
I'm not answering that, it's nothing to do with you. You're not, can you imagine if the police, if I'm a potentially vulnerable witness, I'm a witness in my own case to do with a case that's ongoing, effectively here, but it's also been listed in...
I can't help you unless you tell me if you've got a case listed here today.
No, I'll explain. If you listen to 2 seconds and you'll get the answer you're looking for anyway, okay?
Right.
I've got a trial for criminal damage for an incident in Bristol in January, okay? So this has been since the incident happened in January.
Okay.
The trial date was set for the 15th of August, right? I've come down from Bristol on a baking hot day. I've got bad legs, bad knees, all right? I'm absolutely exhausted. I slept rough because I wanted to be here for early for the trial. So I've slept rough in house, I didn't get any sleep. Walked all the way here, my legs are throbbing, I've got a bad knee. and I turned up in the Westminster. I turned up at the. It was transferred to the City of London Magistrates, potentially because there's lots of conflict of interest in this with people in this court. I've turned up. My name's not on the cause list. I said, when's the trial? He said, it's been adjourned until January. Right. All right. So, and I said, why didn't they notify me? He said, it's nothing to do with me. You have to go to Westminster to find out. Okay. When I was, he's the usher. Because City of London has nobody. They've just got a judge and an usher. They don't have all the staff are here because it's controlled by Westminster. Okay. So I had a hearing on the 12th. I only found out about that coincidentally because I was ringing up to chase up an email I'd sent, which I hadn't made a response to. So by coincidence on the 11th, they told me that I had a hearing today. They hadn't notified me about that hearing. That was going to go ahead, right? They've had me waiting for adjourned hearings. This is a minor criminal damage matter. I mean, the whole system's supposed to be inundated and all that. And they've adjourned case after case. They've had me waiting in my home without telling me, and then just to put me online to say, well, twice it was a judge saying it's been adjourned, and one time no judge, there's no hearing at all. I waited 3 hours and I called the court. I'm being harassed to the point of insanity, right? I'm entitled to, this is my court that my parents and my grandparents fought for. I have as much right as anybody else, and I'm a bit worried if I've got a whole bunch of people who are non-white picking on me, because I start to feel that might be racist, okay? I've got, you know, I am affiliated with some movements. I'm not part of any terrorist organisation, but I'm a known figure in that kind of world, and I don't, you know, if I'm immediately surrounded. But anyway, first they're saying it's an anonymous judge, right? I promise you, the judge has no powers. The judge has no powers to ban people from the court. I'm subject to what's called a civil proceedings order, which bans me from. I can't contact the court more than once a day. It's got various criteria about, but it doesn't include not attending the court, because that would obviously interfere with endless proceedings. Their powers are limited to under section 53. First of all, when I went in, they were banned. They just said they wanted to take my bag, so they didn't mention anything about me being banned.
Yeah, you can't walk in with a bag, obviously.
No, it's after it's been it's been searched. I can have a bag.
What I want to know is
they can't. Sorry, excuse me. The bag isn't contraband. I can't just walk in. They searched it. They searched it first, Mr. Webb.
But what I'm trying to ascertain now is what you're trying to achieve by being at the court today.
Because the staff, they refused to respond to emails, complaints about all these other matters, these adjourned cases. This is false imprisonment, sir. I'm being detained at my house in the expectation that I'm attending a hearing that I have to attend, otherwise I get a warrant.
So what is it that you want to know today? So I can find it out for you.
Let's take this in stages again. Are you CID? What
I'm based at the court. I'm one of the
liaison officers. Okay. Well, what I was going to do, right, what I've done, I've already called the City of London Police to complain about harassment and perverting justice and misfeasance about the other delayed hearings. Right. And I got some bloke, anonymous bloke, when I finally got through to the City of London Police. You know, from courting in Bristol, you have to dial a separate number, and I got through to him, and he said, "Yeah, I don't think we're going to be looking at that, mate," and hung up. That's what he thinks, because these are how powerful people. I can't get a lawyer. Yeah. I'm being illegally tried anyway, because I'm being tried without representation, and that's not my fault. Okay, so.
What are you here for today? Like, what would you like? Because I could go and make some inquiries. I just want to know what you're trying to achieve.
The problem with that is I'm alleging. I've got a YouTube channel. If you're interested, check at Newsworthy Publications. That's my YouTube channel where I'm exposing corruption in the police and the courts. So obviously I'm not going to have any police officer acting as my liaison. The only reason I have to talk to anybody at all, even these guys, is because I can't get representation. Okay, so if I had a lawyer, they would be touching me with a barge pole, because I'd be in trouble. I might, because I'm out to expose these judges. They're paedophiles amongst other things. You know, Lord Justice Adrian Fulford has admitted to connections to paedophile Tom O'Carroll of the people. So this is no, but I'm saying this one.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I'm really busy today, and I just want to know what it is that I can do to help.
Have I not? Have I not? Just you're a police officer, yeah?
Yeah.
What's your first name?
Reece.
And what's your collar number?
2301 Alpha Whiskey. I did already say.
Well, yeah, but I haven't got a photograph of me. You see, in a heated situation, your memory tends to get blurred. You know that. You always come up with that when you say, you give statements. I'm reporting a serious crime. First and foremost, I've told you I've been in a baking, sweaty bus for 3 hours. I've been overnight in this stinking, horrible city which I hate. I've been threatened and assaulted continually. People bumping into me. All right. Yeah. So I've gone through the trials of job to get to the trial, when all they had to do was email me a couple of days. I spent my benefit money to get here. I'm now Brasset, okay, so this is false imprisonment. Them keeping me down here, and that's criminal harassment, and they're saying we can do what we like because we've got all the police, and they just mention a judge. You mentioned a judge's name, I never even heard that judge. The judges have no powers to ban people from the court building. They can impose a sentence, a restraining order, something like that. I'm banned from Bristol Crown Court. That's a restraining order, which if I breach, I get prosecuted. Unless I got a reasonable excuse. There's no such ban here.
What are you here for today? What do you want me
to instigate? Primarily, ultimately, to get a police investigation. What I was going to do is try and reason with them.
The best thing to do is to go to a police station to report that, not come to.
No, because listen, these people control the police. Okay, you think I haven't been to Charing Cross Police Station? I got into an argument. I got into an argument with these guys when I was actually in the middle of a trial in front of Takir, and they were prodding me with the wand. Okay, so I complained about that. That's an assault. I had the police here. It took them an hour and a half to turn up. And he said he took a statement from me in the police van. He refused to investigate that. They said I was being racist because I said I couldn't understand what they were saying. So this is the way it works. And then Tikram sentenced me to 3 months when I wasn't able to give evidence because I couldn't get through because I had to deal with these guys. If they're assaulting me, they'll be assaulting children, other people. Okay, they're prodding people with their wand. Obviously they always seem to do that with me. The issue is because my position is I'm more than prepared to get arrested. You see these guys at the hotels, you think they give a stuff about being arrested? If they believe in their cause, they'll die, let alone be arrested, okay? That's how passionately people believe in justice. Today, right, primarily because you're being civil, and primarily I don't want these people touching me, and I don't want to be arrested. I want all my ducks in a row, because if I'm in a shop, you see, then I'm not thinking straight, I need to go home. What I was going to do, if I had gone in there, I would try and reason them. I want compensation. I was going to ask them for my ticket back home. They can pay that. They can do that. They've got the authority. If someone's released from custody or there's been a mistake, they can pay. They can give a ticket home. I now have to wait 7.5 hours. I haven't slept since yesterday. I now have to wait 7.5 hours to get the 7:30 because that's the only ticket that I can use on the Flix bus that I've got. Okay, so otherwise I'm stranded here. So I was going to ask them for the compensation or give me a ticket. I was after an explanation as why they continually are not emailing me to tell me about hearings. If I hadn't rung, I wouldn't have known about the hearing on the 12th. So they're clearly working, the CPS are just using them as puppets to organise everything without me even knowing about it. Okay, that's clearly perverting justice, it's clearly misconduct in public office. If you're happy to take a statement, if you want to arrange with me now, or arrange with your colleagues, I'm happy to give you my email address. If you contact me and say, we'll take statements, do you think what I'm complaining about is a prima facie case of criminal misconduct from these guys?
You know that you can report stuff online and on the phone as well.
The whole reason I'm in court, I've committed the damage, I've admitted to the damage because the police won't investigate any matter. Right. I've got civil proceedings orders against me, which means I can't sue, I can't litigate, and I can't get a lawyer. Alright, so I'm on my own. The only way I get anything done is if I throw paint around and then I get investigated and then I say I've got a lawful excuse because I can't get an investigation into... I've got evidence of child abuse. In Bristol they're throwing missiles at me on film. It's missing me and hitting children behind me, and the police are going, oh, we hate you, Mr. Gray, you sued us, we're not going to help you. We've got all the judges, we've got all the local judges in the pocket. They've got about 20 judges, all from the same chambers, who just have me on a circuit. You know what I mean? It's going on in this country like it goes on in all corrupt countries. It's a corrupt country. I'm not the only one that thinks we live in a corrupt government. And you see the way he's talking to me. He doesn't know what I've done or what they've done to me. He's supposed to be liaising. He's jabbing his finger in my face. I promise you what I told you about him.
We just came down to assist security.
Yeah, but you can see his conduct. His conduct is over and above. He's saying about my attitude. Obviously, if I'm being terrorised from going into the court that my ancestry fought for, I can chase it online. All my grandparents, my great-grandparents, none of these guys would have any rights at all if not for the sacrifices of my family, and now I can't even go into the courtroom, or the court building rather. And what I was going to do, if they were going to refuse, I wasn't going to lose it today. I'll abide my time. I'll come here when I've got, because if I get arrested, or apart from anything else, if they arrest me and they release me after my bus is gone, they've got no obligation to give me my bus home. If I'm stuck in London, I'm not going to be a happy camper. I would rather go to prison than stay in this. This is worse than prison, believe, in my view. But listen. Where are we going to go with it? If you'll cross a lot of T's. Oh, okay, there's two issues. You said you're prepared to go in there and speak to them, yeah? So on my behalf, you'll speak to the court staff.
Well, I can go and, I can make inquiries if it depends what you want to know.
Well, isn't it a bit obvious from what I've told you? You've been listening to what I've said. You seem to be attentive, yeah?
I am, yeah.
So I've complained about, you remember the complaints about me having to come down. I'm 58, I'm not well.
Yes, so
right?
you went to City today and were told that your case has been adjourned.
Yes, but they hadn't told me about that, so they've deliberately engineered me being sat in a bus.
They would normally write to you at your home address.
I know, but they haven't. They're supposed to email me.
Go and have a look at that.
Yeah, and they also know, I mean, apart from anything else, they're banned, they well know, as do the CPS, that I'm banned from, not banned, the Royal Mail are not delivering my mail. So, and that's, again,
that might be the issue.
No, because that's collusion between the CPS and the police. The courts know about it, and the CPS are hand delivering their correspondence because they know that I'm not getting addressed. So they have to, and they've got an email. Why would they possibly write to me? Why waste the taxpayers' money? They might write to me as well, but if it's an urgent matter, I was before Judge Ikram, the same judge I'm complaining about, who dealt with me the other in 2021.
Yeah.
Okay, he didn't tell me. That was on the 12th. Yeah. So that was 2 days ago. He didn't tell me that. Oh, by the way, Mr. Gray, he was talking about having what's going to happen at the trial on the 15th.
Yeah.
He just thinks they can do what they like because as long as they close ranks, I'm online. I've got High Court judges who hate my guts. Lord Justice Warby, Lord Justice paedophile Adrian Fulford, Lord Justice Williams. You know, he's the one that wanted to bring in tougher sentences for white people over black people. You see the kind of people I'm dealing with. I mean, you might want to share. Look further down the line beyond yourself. And look, I'm fighting for both of us here. I'm fighting for future generations. Don't want to sound highfalutin, but you know, every time that people stitch up one person, that has an impact on everybody. You know what? You can't try. If they're going to do this to me, they'll do it to you tomorrow. Just because you're a police officer. They might do it to somebody else the next day. They might do it. I'm telling you, I've got evidence of child abuse going on in if nothing else, with the missile attacks. I've been attacked with weapons on more than 3 occasions. Yeah, you couldn't give a monkeys, couldn't you?
I do give.
You see, this is why they call you child abusers. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm sorry. I'm going to start banning that word. I'm not. Listen. Let's not go. I'm not going to go down that road today. I've made that clear. But I will. Believe.
Don't call me a child abuser.
Well, I've recorded this whole conversation.
Yeah.
What's the difference? You know, I'm trying to tell you about child abuse.
You just called me a child.
I'll explain to you why. Yeah, you're right. I did. I recorded that, and I'm not going to lie now. Why am I calling you that? Why am I calling you that? Why am I calling you that? Huh?
When you call me a child abuser.
Well, I'm explaining why. I'm explaining why I'm calling you a child abuser. You're throwing me out of the courtroom when I'm trying to deal with the child abuse issues. You're throwing me out of the courtroom when I'm trying to deal with the child abuse issues. What does that make you? You both are.
I didn't throw you out.
Okay.
And you asked me to.
No, they said they were going to lay hands on me if I didn't go.
And I was very.
What's your colleague's name? What's your colleague's name? Well, no reason, for no particular reason. Okay. All right. You wait till I come back. I'll be back here in a couple of weeks. We'll see. I'll be back here in a couple of weeks. You can arrest me all you like, and then we'll see. And I've got you all on film. I'm going to put your name. I'm going to put you on YouTube as a child abuser, Mr. Webb. You're going online as a child abuser. Check your name at Newsworthy Publications. That's just the beginning. You're just the beginning. When I've got a return ticket, because I can't risk getting arrested and not getting a return ticket. When I get a return ticket in the next couple of weeks, then we'll see, all right? I know I played this game too many times. You try and rile me and then get an assault charge. I know the whole game. You try and rile me. Child abuser, child abusers, filth. Filth. I hope you're calling the police. Filth. We'll see. You think you can just have the judges in your pocket and do what you like? Like we're under Putin's Russia? Is that what you think? You think these little puppets are going to stop Ben Gray and shut him up? I've got you banged to rights. You've got no powers under Section 53 of the Courts Act. Hi mate, do you want to witness what's going on in there, man? You're trying to ban me from the court. Should be the other way around, shouldn't it?
Yeah, no, they're off.
They've had me down from Bristol.
I'll come down it. no reason really to bail. I'm homeless.
Yeah, I'm in a bit of a situation with you, so I'm not going to wait to you, sorry. I thought you were a campaigner or something.
No,
I know.
I've had to come in today to change the address.
No, if you're homeless, obviously, I can't compete with that because I've got a base, so at the end of the day. But I'll just tell you why I'm annoyed, because they told me that my trial was today. I prepared for a trial.
Yeah.
I spent 4 hours on a bus to Bristol. And now all I'm trying to do is get my compensation for a ticket, and they're banning me.
That's what I was saying, like, the travel money, and how do they expect you to keep coming backwards and forwards?
You know you can ask for the link. Have you got a lawyer?
Yeah.
They should use the, is it a serious charge?
I just harassed them for a month.
Okay.
And they asked me for a restraining order. I think she's going to get a restraining order. It's been 4.5 months. I'm on tax. Can't go to Bromley Borough. I'm meant to stay at the flat I was at, and can't talk to her direct or indirect. But then I've been evicted, so that's why I've come in today to change the bail conditions. I just lie.
Family situations are, when the law gets involved, it's just a fucking nightmare, man.
Yeah, no, that's made it worse. Like, I'm homeless, I didn't know how to do it. I got my letter from the police.
Is she the one that's complaining?
Well, maybe she reported it.
Yeah, so you don't want to go back. Listen, I've been to prison, right?
Yeah,